Hello, I'm Ian. I'm a second-year grad student here at Case Western. I broadcast here at WRUW FM on Fridays from 1 to 2. My show is Station to Station, my nod to Bowie. Play something different every week. Hopefully you like it. My family always listens, which is, fun, but it's really cool when you have people call in, just like, oh, was that track you played? Or, I haven't heard of this, or maybe, this is kind of similar, you should maybe check this out. The community of it is honestly the best part, I would say. Yeah, so I went to undergrad at Colgate University, upstate New York. I was there with the station my 4 years. Started as a freshman, worked my way through the ranks. I was eventually the general manager my senior year. Absolutely loved it. I mean, it's a tiny university, tiny community, so it's not nearly as enmeshed in the community as it is here at Case with WRUW, but that was what got me into broadcasting, and I'm happy to be back. I don't know what you can add. I mean, WRUW is unique in that, we have a web stream as well as broadcasting. There's the Live from Cleveland show every week that there's a YouTube channel, so they're always published on there. We have a decent amount of community engagement with, we have our telethon for our fundraising as well as the Studio Rama that happens in the fall, our mini festival we put on. I'm not sure what else we could do here to get more involved, honestly. I think we're doing everything we can. I don't know, music, it's an extension of you, you like what you like, and there are things you don't like, and it grows with you as a person. And no one has the same tastes. Everyone, may have a similar jumping off point, but the way it branches for everyone, it's your own path and journey. It's you, right? Your music. It's part of what makes you who you are. And with radio, getting to share that with people, I think is probably the best part of it. So, it's as simple as, someone calling in after you played a track, either, requesting something similar or asking for details about what you've played. A couple weeks ago, I played a live take of Bowie here in Cleveland doing Drive-In Saturday, him on just acoustic 12-string guitar. And I had a call in afterwards of someone asking, where did you find this track? And, when talk with her about it. It's off the 30th anniversary edition of the album, if you're looking for it. It's a great cut. And so this lady who called in, we get to talking, and her dad actually was the concert promoter for that show and was at that show. And so the people who call in, the stories they have that are either tangentially or directly related to what you're playing is what makes it special, I would say, versus, you're playing it for yourself. You enjoy it for a certain reason, but if you play it for others and they can tell you what it means to them is what gives you the community aspect of it, He's weird, constantly reinvents himself from, his first 5 years are so crazy, from Oddity, wow, okay, I'm not a Bowie fan, clearly. From Space Oddity through, Aladdin Sane to Diamond Dogs, just constantly changing what he's doing. He kills off Ziggy after his last show of the Aladdin Sane tour, and then he moves on to, Pinups was after that, and then Diamond Dogs with Halloween Jack, and then further on with Thin White Duke on Station to Station, the Berlin trilogy, everything he's done, just he never did the same thing. He was constantly challenging himself to do something different. He never repeated himself. That and his birthday was the day before mine, so absolutely, I love the man to death, and it was a shame to see him go. Never got a chance to see him live, which is the one thing I'll be kicking myself for, my life, but he is my favorite person. I love him to death. Oh my God, it would be different every week. None of the tracks, it would only make sense in his mind, the flow of what he was playing. Everyone else would be analyzing it for years, why he played this track after the other, things like that. It would be stuff that's totally off the wall and probably obvious things that he drew inspiration from in his early years and then later on throughout his career. It would be entertaining, I would say, and the stories he would have to tell would be fantastic. It would be the VH1 Storytellers album, but for an hour a week, basically. It would be fantastic. I would listen to that forever. Ideally, God, in a perfect world, I'm a pre-med person, so I'm trying to, go into medicine, and so me continuing to do anything with radio with that path ahead of me is, probably impossible. But any way that I could continue, interact with people on a musical basis would be amazing for me. Whether it's radio or just interacting with people, talking about our shared interests, that would be the dream. I can't imagine after my time here I'll get to continue broadcasting, but if there's ever a way where I can continue, sharing my tastes with people and learning from others and discovering new things, that would be amazing. That would be ideal.